like to welcome David Owen to the show today. Thanks, David, for coming on to the show.
Hey, Michael, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. So you got the new album out, Living Life. This is the second album you've actually done with Gary Kendall.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So tell me what it's like working with Gary, and what did he bring to this album?
Wow. Gary is a rock. He's so cool, calm, and collective. He has so much experience behind him. You know, he's been working in the music business for a very long time, and he's got a great set of ears on him. He would let me do my thing, but every once in a while he'd stand up. No, we have to do that again. No, you didn't quite get it there. And just like, what did you hear?
Gary, it sounded great.
Yeah, like what? No. And he's a fantastic bass player and musician himself, and he's a wonderful producer. He lets you do what you need to do, but he doesn't let you do what you're not supposed to do. He just kept everything going down the right path. He knew what I wanted, and he knew what he wanted, and we just came together, and it worked like magic.
Now, the very first line of the song Living Life, I want to ask you about it. So the line is, something tells me that I am not living life like I'm supposed to be. Is there a story behind that song, or why you wrote that?
There is a story. I wrote that while I was touring. I was in London, Ontario, and I decided I was going to go for a swim. It was a summer afternoon, so I packed my swimsuit and I was heading out to Grand Bend. And as I was walking along the streets of London, I ran across a gentleman who was begging for money. And when I looked at him, I realized I knew him. I had worked with him as a carny back in my teenage years.
Okay.
And we started talking, and he told me, well, things just aren't going the right way. And I kind of took that. Something tells me I'm living life the way that I'm supposed to.
Tell me a little bit about your songwriting process.
Well, ideas come to me. A lot of times it's something that I've seen happen to a person, and it causes me to want to write a song. No Redemption. I read about a priest that I had known in high school, and about him killing himself. He was a very bad person, and when I read it on the internet and it told the whole story about him and how he had jumped to his death, I sat down and wrote a song. It just inspired me to write. Betty May, I actually wrote the bathtub.
Really?
I was by myself. Betty May was not there.
Sugar, now don't you love your daddy no more? Your daddy no more. I drank, amounts of cigarettes crushed down at my feet. Oh, Betty May, baby, don't you love me no more? Oh, Betty May, baby, don't you love me no more? It's been 7 weeks now, and I still can't believe you're gone. Well, at night I stay up, bring my hands and walk the floors, so hoping and a praying that you'll walk right through that door, Betty May. Baby, don't you love me no more? Oh, Betty May, baby, don't you love me no more? Well, it's been 7 long months, still the one I'm pining for. Well, I guess I best just move on. I cannot live to die. No, you're not returning. I can no longer live this life, Betty May. Baby, you don't love me no more. Oh, Betty May, baby, you don't love me no more. It's been 7 long years, but I know. 7 long years, but I know. 7 long years, but I know. Yes, I know, yeah, I know that you don't love me no more.
All right. So this past summer, you spent time at the Copperhead Road Camp,
Yes, Camp Copperhead.
or Camp Copperhead, sorry, with the great Steve Earle.
Yes, I did. This is the second year I've been at it.
Oh, that's the second time
It's
you've
the
been
second
there.
time
Okay.
I've been. Yeah, I've been fortunate to go twice.
So
Yeah.
tell me why you wanted to go to Camp Copperhead, and how did that influence the sound on this most current album?
Well, I've always wanted to hone my skills as a songwriter. Songwriting doesn't come easy to me. You know, I can't just sit down and write a song. I have to have a good reason to write a song. So I wanted to hone those skills. And when I found out about Camp Copperhead, I thought, what a perfect opportunity. So the first year I went, I was just finishing off No Redemption. So I actually finished it at the camp.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished No Redemption at the camp. And then, and that was really the catalyst for me to do this album. You know, it put the fire under my butt, so to say. I got great response from the other Copperheads, and I came home and started working towards putting the album together, doing the polishing touches on all the songs, and eventually recording it. And now I'm releasing it. This year I went and I wrote another song. It's called Father John's Blues, and it'll be on my next album.
Tell me about the influence that Johnny Cash has had on you, and tell me about the writing of that song, The Truth.
I wrote The Truth to be in a Johnny Cash style. The night I wrote it, I'd been watching the movie 5 Minutes to Live, I believe it's called, 5 Minutes to Die. It was a movie that Johnny Cash did in the 50s,
Mhm.
where he's just a really bad guy. And after watching that, and I think I watched a few of his live concerts, the song just came to me. And I wrote it down, and that's the truth.
All right, so you brought this guitar with you.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about this guitar.
It's a 1990 Gibson Advanced Jumbo. It's a reissue of a guitar that they made for a very brief time in the 30s, from 1936 to 1940, I believe, it might be 39, that they made the last models of the Advanced Jumbo. And they brought it back in 1990 as a reissue. And to me, it's the best guitar ever made.
Why don't you pick that up and show the
My
audience this particular guitar? There we are. So how long you been playing it? Sort of how long?
I
have you
bought
had it?
this guitar in 1994.
1994.
This has been my main guitar since that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when people see you play live, this is the song. This is the guitar they're going to primarily see you with.
This is my baby, yes.
This is it. And what is it about the sound of this particular guitar that really attracted you when you first got it?
It's got a big, loud sound. It's a cannon. They called it the was it the Bone Crusher back in the day, and the Bone Crusher comes from the Martin D28, which had herringbone along the edges of it.
Okay.
So they're called the Bone Crusher because it crushes the D28. Yeah, it's about the loudest guitar I think Gibson has ever made. It's got a long scale on it. It's got 25.5-inch scale rather than the 24.5, which most Gibsons have. And it just feels really good in my hands. Yeah.
Feels good. And I guess because it's a great guitar to play live, because it really projects the sound
It really
well.
projects well, yes. And it's well balanced. It projects well. It's all around just a great guitar.
Fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show. And please, if you have the opportunity, David's website's at the bottom of the screen. Check out his tour dates and make sure that you go see him live. And of course, you can buy his album on the website and through iTunes. And where else can people get a hold of the album?
On CD Baby.
On CD Baby. And of course, at the live shows.
Yes.
So thank you, David. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, Michael.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
I'm tired of all the squabbling and I won't take no more lies. But I ain't gonna take no more. My baby's so mean to me. My baby's so mean to me. My baby, she's so dumb. She stays out all night long. She stays out all night long. My baby, she don't come home too long. She stays out all night long. She won't say where she been. She won't say where she been. That woman, she don't come home too long. She won't even say where she been. She got men come knocking at my door. She got men come knocking at my door. Now, baby, she denies ever seen them before. Them men keep knocking at my door. I'm tired, I'm angered, and I'm so. I'm tired, I'm angered, and I'm so. I'm tired, angered, and I'm so cold. I ain't gonna take it anymore. No, I ain't gonna take it anymore. Well, I'm leaving in the morning and I won't be back no more. Well, I ain't gonna take